Right, doing this 2-point perspective of this object over here. First thing that we're going to do is to try and find the 2 vanishing points on the horizon line. To do that, you can see this is at a 30-degree angle there and a 60-degree angle there. I'm going to take a line coming out at that 30 degrees up to the picture plane and drop it down onto the horizon line. Label RVP. On this side, I'm going to go at that 60-degree angle from the stationary point up to the picture plane, drop it down onto the horizon line and label it LVP. Once I've done that, the first part is really easy. I'm just going to look at drawing the base. You can see this corner over here is touching the picture plane, which means that that corner has exactly the same height as the elevation view over here. I can take a line coming across from the height of that elevation, and I can then take lines going out to RVP over here. Construction line going out to RVP over there from the top, and a construction line going out to RVP over there. Same story over here, except going off to the LVP. From the top over there, and from the base over there. There we go. Right, okay, to find the corners, I'm going to take a line coming from that corner over there, coming down to the picture plane. Once it's on the picture plane, I then drop it into my picture. Okay, so that line goes from that corner down to SP. As it cuts the picture plane, drop it down into the picture. From this corner over here, I'm going to take a line coming down to SP, cuts over the picture plane, and I drop it into my picture. I can then draw in this right side of the object, or the front of the object, you could say, and I can then draw the left side of this object over here. Right, I'm not going to finish that off. Why? Because there's this object over here, which is going to be blotting out that back corner, and I need to draw that in first. Right, in order to do that, I'm going to start out and I'm going to find the height of this corner over here, okay? In order to get the height of that corner, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 6-stage process. There's the corner. I'm going to take a line coming down at that same 60-degree angle over there. That's step number 1. Step number 2, I find that corner, there it is, and I take the height across from that corner. That's step number 2, finding the height. Step number 3, I drop a line coming down from where it cuts the picture plane. That's step number 3. Step number 4, that line is going off to the left-hand side of the drawing, so I'm going to draw a line coming from that intersection over there to the left-hand vanishing point over there. That's step number 4. Step number 5, I'm going to take a line coming from that corner over there down to the stationary point. That's step number 5. Where it cuts over the picture plane, I drop that down. That would be step number 6, and I've now found that corner at that point. Let's call it corner A, okay? Corner A is at that point over there. Once I've got corner A, it's quite easy. I can then find all the other corners very easily from that. I'm going to take a line coming back from corner A off to RVP over there. And I've already got this line going off to LVP over there. On this line over here, going off to the LVP, I can place a point at B and C and D. All right, so all I need to do is to drop lines down from B, going to the picture plane, and drop that down and find B over there. C, take a line from C down to the stationary point, cuts the picture plane, drop it down, And D, I can take a line going from D and drop that down into my picture. Right, I can draw this line. There is D, there is C, and there is B over there. I'm going to draw that line in. Okay. I'm going to find this corner over here. Let's call it F, corner F. Take a line from F down to the stationary point, cuts the picture plane, drops down onto that line that I drew from A going out to RVP, and I can then draw that line in over there. Right, once I've got corner F, I can take a line going back to this point over here. I'm going to call it G. Let's take that back. Line going back to LVP in that left-hand direction. Let's find G at the top over here. I'm going to take a line coming from G and drop that down onto that line coming out from F, and I found point G at that point over there. There is point G, and I can then draw in a line going between F and G. And if you've drawn accurately, you should find that D and G link up. So I can draw a line going across from D to G. Right, I've found this point C and B. I need to link them up to, let's call this X and Y. I've already got this line going across over here, and on that line I have got X and Y. So let's drop those 2 points down onto the drawing. There's from Y. There's from X, both those lines going to the stationary point. Cut over the picture plane. Drop those 2 points down into the drawing over here. And I have found X over there and Y over there. And I can see that there are lines linking B and Y. So I can draw that line in there. And I can see that I've got a line linking X and C. So I can draw that line in over there. Right, once I've got that, from Y, I'm going to draw a line going back to RVP. Take a line from Y going back to RVP. Underneath B, there is going to be another point. Okay, this is a triangle over here. So I can drop a line coming straight down from B. And you can see the base of that triangle on that line that I just drew out to RVP. From that corner over there, I'm going to be able to draw a line coming out. Look at this. I line it up on LVP, going through that corner, and I'm going to draw a construction line coming out there. And I know that there's a point underneath A. So I go to that A over there, and I drop a line down, connecting over there, and I have the point that I need. Right, once I've got that, I'm going to go with a line going back to RVP. Okay, you can see that there's a line going across there, and there's a line going at the base, going across over there. I'm going to draw a construction line down over here from F, but you'll see that it's just a construction line. I'm not going to draw a dark line. Reason being is that I need to find that little cutout piece over there. Right, I can draw in this dark line over here. Right, I need to find where that little cutout part is. Same story, I'm going to look to find the height of that cutout. So, what do? Let's call this point over here P, and this point over here Q. All right, P, let's just say that F is over there. F at the top, there's F. Underneath F, I'm going to have P and Q. All right. How do I do this? I'm going to take a line going out at that 60 degree. Step number 1. Step number 2, go to P, the height of P, take that across. Step number 2. Step number 3, drop a line down. There's step number 3. Step number 4, take it going back in the left-hand direction. So I'm going off to LVP over here. That would be step number 4. I'm going to be able to drop a line coming straight down from F onto that line. And there I would have point P. Right, below that is Q. Same story. From Q, a line coming at 60 degrees. I need to come across over here and take a line coming from Q now. Whoops. Let's just get my ruler sorted. Take a line coming from Q. Drop a line coming down from where it cuts the picture plane. Take a line going back to LVP. And I have now found where point Q is. At that point, you can see this little line that I can draw up over here, and that is point Q. From those 2 points, I can take a line going back from point Q. Let's just do this in green. Line going back from point Q, and a line going back from point P. From RVP going through P over there. You can see these 2 lines over here, and that's going to give me these 2 points over here that I can see, that point and that point. There's the hidden detail showing where those 2 points are. How do I get that? Well, I take a line coming from that hidden detail over there. Line coming from the hidden detail, cuts the picture plane there. Drop that down into my picture, and I can now draw in a dark line there, and a dark line there. Once I've got that in place, I can then draw in that little line over there, and there's a line that needs to drop down from C. Obviously, there'd be some hidden detail going down there. I need a line going back from this corner over here to the RVP over there, and a line going from this corner over here back to LVP. And there we go, our drawing is complete.